What is the Kairos moment? What is this AKM I'm talking about? You need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that a Kairos moment is a special moment that presents an opportunity for something important to happen. And recognizing it can lead to significant outcome. Are you with me this morning? A Kairos moment is a special moment that presents an opportunity for something important to happen, and recognizing it can lead to a significant outcome. So what am I saying here? Theologically speaking, a Kairos moment is seen as a time when God's presence and purpose are particularly evident or active. Thank you. A Kairos moment, theologically speaking, is seen as a time when God's presence and purpose are particularly evident or active. In other words, a Kairos moment is a time when the divine intervention or revelation is possible. And it is extremely important for one to be sensitive to these moments and to respond appropriately. I'll give you examples of the Kairos moments, in the Bible. There are a lot of Kairos moments in the Bible. Let's take a few examples. Abraham. Abraham is living his own life. For him, it's business as usual. He's minding his own business. All of a sudden, there is something that comes to him. There is a voice that is calling him in Genesis chapter 12. Abraham, leave your land. Leave your people. Leave everything you are used to. I'm going to take you into something you've never encountered before in your life. And out of you, I'll make a great nation. That particular encounter, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm calling a Kairos moment. You cannot prepare for a Kairos moment, but you can position yourself for a Kairos moment. Are you with me this morning? Because some of us, we take a lot to try to prepare for that divine encounter. A divine encounter is a divine encounter. All what you need to do is to set yourself in place, is to position yourself in place. Because anytime that Kairos moment can take place, even in this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, I go to conferences just for one moment of truth, one moment of experience in my life. If I can take that moment, it changes my life forever. I may not take all the things that the speaker talks about. I may not take, everything that whatever, but that one moment. And I've never been disappointed. No matter how low the conference is, no matter how high the conference is, because I position my mind, I position my heart, I position myself for that encounter to take place at any time, in a moment. And it does. At the end of every conference, I've gone with one word. I've gone with one idea. I've gone with one thought. I've gone with one aha moment. Because of that Kairos moment. Abraham is encountering that Kairos moment in his life. Leave. Leave. Where? Leave. Sorry, I'm not saying leave the conference. All right, okay. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble to Rose and John and Dr. Barin here. I'm not saying leave, but it's coming to him, leave. And he's not prepared for it. But because he positioned his heart, he obeys that moment. Let's take another Kairos moment example. Ruth. Ruth follows his mother-in-law, Naomi. After losing her husband, there is no hope. She insists to follow. She insists to follow her mother-in-law. Even when her mother-in-law says, I have nothing to give you. My son, your husband, is dead. There's nothing I can give you, but she follows. She follows her and ends up into this unknown land without knowing that one day there will be a Kairos moment for her where she will encounter Boaz. She will encounter the Redeemer. She will encounter something that will just change the trajectory of her life forever. And this is exactly what happens to Ruth. She does the normal job. Ladies and gentlemen, the Kairos moment sometimes is found in the normal jobs. Picking the chair from here to there. Somebody is busy watching what you're doing. If only we can allow that Kairos moment to change the way we think, to change the way we look at the world, to change the way we look at ourselves, I think we will achieve a lot in this conference. My prayer for this conference is that it will challenge us to see the world differently. My prayer in this conference is that it will transform us, or it will transport us from a land of disappointment, a land of giving up, to a land of engagement. To a time of engagement. To a space where we'll say, you know what, it is possible. It is possible. I know I've been frustrated. I know I've been dreaming about it. Some of us, we've hung that on the shelf for a long time. Maybe you came to this conference where Jesus is saying, it's time. Pick it up from the shelf. I've been introduced as working at Focus on the Family. I worked for Focus on the Family close to 10 years. And what was hanging on my shelf was what I'm doing today. The leadership and management consultants. I kept on pushing it. I kept on pushing it. I kept on pushing until one day I had this Kairos moment says, when am I going to do this? When am I going to do this? As in the ancient Greece, a Kairos moment indicated that one must seize an opportunity as it presents itself, because once it has passed, it cannot be grasped again. Once it has passed, it cannot be grasped again.